So we're going to show you how you don't apply heavy filler to a hole like this on a leather item, whether that's a couch, car seat, aviation or marine item. So the heavy filler is a very thick viscosity product, as you can clearly see, and we are going to get that put into that hole and get that wiped in there like so. Got to make sure you got plenty in there because it will sink slightly. That is how you do not apply heavy filler. First of all, we need to give that a dry. So we're going to dry this for a few seconds. So what we're going to explain to you now, as you can clearly see, that's nice and dry, you know, on the surface, looks fine. But this is why we explained in the very front of this video that you do not apply filler in this way, because it may be dry on the surface, but when you start rubbing, this is your problem. The filler just rubs out. It's literally still wet underneath. So it gives you the false impression that it's cured when it isn't. So now we're going to show you the correct way how to apply heavy filler. So again, we've got the black heavy filler with the thick viscosity, as you can see, but to apply filler correctly, you need to do this in very thin layers because you need to make sure that the filler is thin enough to cure properly between layers. This isn't a battle of a race to the bottom to get this filled in. It is a matter of filling in thin layers and then drying. Always put your lid back on when you're drying because it dries in the air. So let's get the next layer in there. As you can see already, it's nice dry. So again, a nice thin layer, as you can see, with really thin layers going in. With this, it's a matter of building this up slowly. Even with this particular one going in, we'll probably end up with another layer in there to fill up tiny little sort of air holes and things around the outside. Let's give that another dry. Lid back on your filler and dry again. So let's get the next layer in. Again, with these, just remember, you've got to slowly build this up to ensure you get a nice repair. Because if you try to do all this in one hit, it isn't going to work, as you've seen. This is the correct method of applying fillers. Let's get that dried again. Right, okay, so that's obviously how we dry the heavy filler. And as you can clearly see, we press that in, you know, and we can wipe that over now quite nicely. And, you know, it's not coming out, which is exactly as it should be. Only little note I'll add is obviously between the hair drying sessions with a sort of freeze framing, it takes roughly a couple of minutes drying time in between each layer of filler. But that is exactly how you apply filler properly. As you can clearly see, we're really pushing hard on that, you know, and it's perfect.